Welcome everyone to another Minecraft farm tutorial. Today we're going to be making the most important farm in the game in my opinion, and that is a cow farm. You could just use something like a cow crusher, but honestly they're kind of a pain in the butt. I really don't like them. So I have come up with this design. It works fantastically, gets you a whole bunch of cows. So yeah. Stay tuned, follow along, and let's build an awesome cow farm. Okay, so to start this off, we are going to need a few materials. What we are going to need is we are going to need 4 hoppers, 2 chests, 5 ladders, a trap door, and 6 torches. Then we're going to need 4 buckets of water, a bunch of slabs, and a bunch of fences. And that is all you technically need to build this, and in all technicality you could get by with only 2 hoppers, but not really what I would prefer. But if you're building the super early game, you can skimp on the collection system. And with that being said, if you have the materials and are capable of it, I would recommend a stone button, a dispenser, some sort of solid block, 1 bucket of lava, 4 signs, and you're going to need 6 nether fences. You can also use glass, but then you're not able to collect experience. So, with that being said, let's get started on this. So the first thing we're going to want to do is build a 12 by 12 square and fences. Okay, so now that we have our square of fences complete, you can do this in a different order if you like. Personally, I like doing the water at this point just because it makes it really easy to find what I'm looking for. So I'm going to put 1 bucket of water in each corner of this, and that'll leave you a 4 wide square in the center. So with that, we're going to want to come diagonally out 2 on each corner. And come up 1 more high. So just like that, and then remove the bottom fence posts. Then we're just going to connect these into a nice little square. After we have that square done, we're going to come 1 off each side in the corners, and this is just creating our little cow pens. Okay, so we've got it looking like this. Now what we want to do is grab some slabs and come in here, and on top of each fence post we're going to want to put a slab, and we're also going to want to come in like this and just kind of make a slab floor. But as you're doing this, make sure to leave this spot open because that's where our cows are going to hang out. So I'm just going to fill this in and make a good solid floor. Okay, so that is our floor completed. So we got this nice little platform we can walk around on. Okay, so what we're going to want to do next, now that we got these floors in, is you got that square in the center. So you're going to want to come directly off of one of them and come out and dig a hole down. And this hole you're going to want 5 deep. And then be sure to put some ladders in so that you can get back out. And we are going to put a trap door on that. So just put a trap door right on top of the ladder. Now if you ever need to get up onto this farm, you can just open the trap door and climb right up. Or if you don't want enemies to get up here, you can just leave the trap door closed and things won't be able to get up. So with that being done, we're going to grab a couple torches and just put a torch on each of these just to light this up so that, looks a little cooler. I don't think enemies can actually spawn in this, but just to be safe, I like having a little bit of light. Okay, now that we have it all lit up, you're going to want to pay attention to where your door is. So, coming into the center, we're going to want to come over to this and keeping an eye that our door is off that way. We're going to dig this down. And this is going to go 3 deep. And then we're going to come towards the direction of our trap door 1 more space, and then down another 2. Then we are just going to dig our way over until we see our little trap door. So we got a nice way in and out of this now. Okay, so now that we have it looking like this, we've got a couple options. If you didn't grab the extra supplies up there, if you don't have those, you can just put chests right in here, and you only need 2 hoppers going into them right there. But because I'm not doing that and I'm doing the other version, I'm going to put my chest there, and I'm going to grab hoppers and put hoppers connected, 1 into the chest, 1 into the other hopper, and then I'm going to connect hoppers into both of those so that everything funnels into this chest. Then I'm going to knock out 3 blocks right there. And this is where we are going to grab a dispenser, a solid block, and a button. So we're going to put our dispenser in like that, with a solid block beside the dispenser, and then 1 button on that block. So if we press this button, it will activate the dispenser. Okay, so now that we have our dispenser in place, we should be done with signs and slabs and dispensers and all this stuff. Shouldn't need any more of that. But I am going to grab signs and my fence post and a lava bucket. And let's have a water bucket down here because I'm going to need that. And let's grab some cow eggs. Okay, so in this dispenser we are going to want to put a single bucket of lava. Okay, so now that we have our collection system in place, we are going to need to grab some signs. And these can be any type of signs you want. You're going to need 1 above the dispenser and 1 below the dispenser, and then the exact same placements on the other side. So it should work out like that. Now, you can do this beforehand or afterwards. I'm just going to jump up here to put these in, but you want to put 1 bucket of water on each spot so that your water is nice and flowing right to this edge, and those signs are stopping it. Then with that in place, we're going to grab some nether fence. And you can use glass if you want, but as I said at the beginning, nether fence will allow you to be able to collect experience as well. But it has to be nether fence because other fences will burn. So there we go. We got our fence in, and we just press this button, and it dispenses lava, and this will kill any adult cows you have down here. Then you just press the button again to collect your lava back up into the dispenser. And we're good on that. So the last thing we need down here is a couple torches, just so that monsters don't spawn. So I'm going to put 1 on each side, and we are good to go. So now, back to the surface. Okay, so this farm is complete, other than one thing. We need cows. So if you are doing this in survival mode, which I'd pretty much assume you are, we have a cow. We can just get it to follow us by holding some wheat and have it climb up here. And then be sure not to fall in this yourself, but just slowly nudge your little cow into the spot. And with a little bit of work, your cow falls in. So that is how you get cows into this, but for the rest of this, I'm just going to use eggs to save some time. So we are going to need a total of exactly 4 cows in each pen. So 4 there, and 4 here, and another 4 over here. Oops, we accidentally created a baby. He went down. Okay, so just remember you need 4 cows exactly in each pen for this to function. And then our farm is completely done. So you take some wheat, you can just run around this, feed your cows, nice and simply, and you see those little babies just falling into the middle. That is exactly what we want. So, now to find our way back down, I forgot where I put my door. Figures last side I check. So, after we fed our cows, we can come down here, and any experience is just sitting right on top of those hoppers, so we just walk up and collect it, and we have our little cows sitting down there. So I'm going to let this run for a minute so that they can turn into adults and I can show the killing process. But yeah, give me a little bit of time and I'll be right back once this has produced some cows. Okay, so quite a bit of time has passed and I have, just been sitting, coming back to it every now and then, breeding some cows. With that being said, this does also function as a cow crusher. If you don't come down here and press the button, your cows will just kill themselves. And in this chest you will collect raw beef and leather. So if you want uncooked meat, it will collect there. As I said, you don't necessarily need this killing system. But for those of you who did build the killing system, this is the point of it. So we got some adult cows in here, and we're just going to press the button and the lava will take out our big cows. Press it again to turn it off, and it leaves all the baby cows down there. But in here, then we get steak. So we don't actually have to deal with cooking it. The lava cooks the cows for us. So we got some nice pre-made steak ready to go. Good for your Minecraft eating. Personally, I think it's the best food in the game, so would definitely have this farm. But yeah, that about wraps this up. I don't know what else to say about this. It's a pretty simple to build cow farm that also doubles as a cow crusher if you feel like neglecting it. So yeah, hopefully you have found this useful, and if you have, as always, be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons, and hopefully I will see you next time.